to look at some of the more modern and 20th century offerings from Heritage's August US coin signature auction. And to get things moving right along then, I thought I would mention this 2019 Roosevelt dime, which was taken incidentally from a 2019 Explore and Discovery set, a set which I believe sold by the US Mint for about $20, labeled here with a first day of issue label and a grade of MS69 proof-like, with a full bands designation as well, that managed to sell for $552. As you can imagine, there were quite a few Lincoln pennies that caught my eye, including this 2018 Denver Mint issue with its first strike label, that graded as MS69 Red by PCGS, tying it for the finest known at that service, that sold for $1,380. Next in line is a double die Obverse Lincoln cent from 1995, a very well-known variety that once made the national headlines and got many people to search their pocket change in hopes of discovering that next big example, best identified by the strong doubling on the word liberty, where all of the letters are doubled towards the top, as well as clear doubling on the characters of In God We Trust. This coin was graded by PCGS as MS68 plus red and sold at auction for $843. Another well-respected variety coin from the Lincoln penny series was presented from 1984, best known simply as the 1984 doubled ear variety. As the name suggests, Lincoln's ear is doubled quite prominently towards the south on this coin, giving it the appearance of having an additional earlobe. Graded by NGC as MS68 Red, the coin sold at auction for $903. One of my favorite modern coins from this auction, though, was this proof Roosevelt dime from 1983. Looks like a normal proof dime until you start looking for the mint mark and find that it doesn't have one. As all proof coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint, there should have been an S mint mark just above the date, but it seems that in this case a normal die was processed as a proof die and then used to strike several of these coins for inclusion in proof sets by mistake. This no S coin is listed at the 41st slot in the 100 greatest US coins, and at this auction it sold for $2,520 with a grade of proof 70 Ultra Cameo from NGC. Normally, a 1968 Kennedy half dollar wouldn't be anything to really write home about, with a mintage of nearly approaching 250 million coins. But what we are looking at now is one of the finest known examples in the population report at a grade of MS67 star from NGC. There are simply no coins known in a finer numerical grade. Add to that the wildly, almost hypnotic toning on this coin that makes it look like the coin is practically on fire in the correct lighting, then we have a coin begging for entry to a specialist collection or a registry set. And at a closing price of $2,880, I'm sure that that is exactly where this coin will be headed. Another Lincoln penny variety that would be familiar to series enthusiasts would be the 1970s large date double die Obverse cent. This is an extremely underrated variety and could be a nice sleeper coin if the market ever catches on to just how rare this coin actually is, identified by the strong doubling on the characters of Liberty, In God We Trust, as well as the date of the coin. This specimen was graded by PCGS as MS64 Red and raised $2,700 at auction. When these Sacagawea dollars were first issued in 2000, the artist and sculptor Goodacre was chosen to design the obverse of the coin. For her services in this regard, the mint had to pay her $5,000. Fun fact, the payment was actually made with 5,000 Sacagawea dollar coins. These coins received a unique, non-cameoed, proof-like finish to distinguish them from business strike or normal proof coins alike. These are today known as the Goodacre presentation coins, slabbed here by PCGS as SP69, with most of these coins typically being seen around the 68 to 66 level. This slab in particular is also signed by Philip N. Deal, who was the director of the mint at the time of issue. The coins sold for $4,560. Officially, the only gold eagles to be produced at the West Point Mint, at least up until 2006, were proof issues. So when collectors began to discover these uncirculated W Mint Mark 1999 gold eagles, it raised quite a few eyebrows. It seems that an uncertain amount of these coins were in fact struck using unfinished proof dies. In other words, a supposed proof die, which was not yet completely polished or didn't receive its final chromium plating, or likely both of these things, was used to strike these coins, which were meant to be proof. Graded here as MS70 from PCGS, the coin sold for the admittedly somewhat underwhelming $4,920 at auction. Of course, one of the best-known Lincoln penny varieties, in fact I would think it's probably safe to say that it is the best-known variety for the series, would be the 1955 double-die Obverse cent. There simply is no way to miss the doubling on this coin. Virtually every element of the design is affected to one degree or another. The current example was graded as MS63 plus red by PCGS and sold at auction for $7,800. The 1995 W Silver Eagle is one coin that requires little introduction to series collectors, an unquestionable key date for the Silver Eagle series. The coin once made numismatic headlines for setting record high prices for a modern coin, most famously in 2013 when a PCGS graded Proof 70 deep cameo example, like the one featured here, sold at auction for $86,655. The fever has settled somewhat since those heady early days, and this coin sold for $13,200, a number which is pretty much dead on in terms of actual market value for these coins, especially over the last year or so. From the Standing Liberty Quarter Dollar series comes a fantastic red book listed variety coin, the 1918 over 7 S overdate variety, where you can very clearly still see the remaining elements of the 7 as well as the overstruck 8 on this date. A fairly good strike as well, with subtle signs of light wear as confirmed by the grade of AU58 from NGC, that saw this beautiful coin sell at auction for $15,600. Then we have what is a single finest graded example of the 1925 S Mercury Dime. In total, there were 5,850,000 dimes struck at San Francisco in 1925. NGC and PCGS only have a combined population of 11 coins at the MS67 level though, with this one being the only coin with a plus designation added to the grade. In his reference on the subject, David Lang correctly observes that most 1925 S dimes are very poorly produced indeed. This coin was graded by NGC as MS67 Plus with a full bands designation as well, and sold at auction for $21,000. And then it would be a serious omission for me not to mention a superbly well-preserved example of the 1937 D three-legged buffalo nickel as well. Another standout Red Book and Cherry Picker's Guide listed variety coin, so named for the apparently missing front leg of the buffalo that was removed by over-polishing the reverse die that was used to strike these coins, in all probability to remove clash marks or the like. This coin was graded by PCGS as an outstanding and well-deserved MS66 to sell at auction for $43,200. Let me know if you'd like to see me cover more of these types of modern coins in future auction videos as well, or should I stick to the more classic rarities instead? Subscribe to WNN and activate notifications with the bell icon to know when new videos are released. For the world and numismatic news, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, stay safe, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.